Hello dear students, myself Miss Vaishali Dekate. Welcome to my channel. I am teaching you subject maths in standard 8th. In this video, we will study chapter number 2, parallel lines and transversal. We will learn about parallel lines, transversals and angles made by a transversal. We will solve questions from practice set 2.1. But before that, subscribe my channel by pressing subscribe at right side. Press the bell icon also to get my recent videos. Name of second lesson is parallel lines and transversal. So let us first recall what do we mean by parallel lines. Before that, we should know what is line. Line doesn't have any measurement. We all know that. We never say that the line of length of 5 centimeter to draw a line of length of 6.5 centimeter. Never we say that, because line doesn't have any measurement. It can be extended on both the sides. We can see arrow for line L and line M. Both the sides arrows are there. What does it mean? It means that the line can be extended on both the sides. So line doesn't have any measurement. Now let us say, what do we mean by parallel lines? The lines in the same plane which do not intersect each other are called parallel lines. So these are the two lines, line L and line M. They will never intersect. For example, here I have drawn the pairs of lines. You can see that I have drawn one first pair as line L and line M. These lines, when we extend on both the direction, okay, here also if I take my ruler and if I extend these two lines, what we will get? See if I extend this line on both the sides, okay, my plane is small, but if I keep on extending on both the sides, M also if I keep on extending on both the sides, the distance between these two lines, will remain same. It will not change. Here also it will not change. Here also it will not change. So distance between these two lines remains same. It will not change. And they will never intersect. You can extend them, but they will never extend. They will not intersect. Okay, you can extend them on both the side, but they will never intersect. So non-intersecting lines are known as parallel lines. Here also, if you see this line P and line Q, if I extend these two lines on both this direction, on left hand side also, on right hand side also, P also on left hand side also, on right hand side also, and we can see that they can be extended on both the side, and their distance from the first point till the last point, it remains same. It is never changing. Distance is not changing. Okay, and they will never intersect each other. Similarly, you can see these two lines, line X and line Y. So if I extend them on both the direction, upside, downside, they will never intersect each other. The distance between them will remain constant. It is not changing. So we can say that such type of lines are parallel lines. How do we write them? How do we write the parallel lines? Here, line L and line M, these two lines are parallel to each other. So it can be written as line L is parallel to line M. Here, line P and Q are parallel to each other. We can write it as line P is parallel to line Q. Here we can write line X is parallel to line Y. In this way, we can write the parallel lines by using this symbol. We have to put these two lines between, these vertical lines between the names of these two lines. In this way, we can write the names of parallel lines. And always keep this in mind, parallel lines are non-intersecting lines. We have to write, I will be writing here, parallel lines are non-intersecting lines. They will never intersect each other. You can extend them on both the direction, but they will never ever intersect each other. Such type of lines are known as parallel lines. Okay, and they can be written like this. Now let us see what do we mean by intersecting lines. If these are the parallel lines, what will be the intersecting lines? Now let us observe these two lines, line Z and line W. Suppose I extend these two lines in upward direction. See, I am extending this line W in the upward direction like this, and I will be extending this line Z. I will keep my ruler in such a way that it will coincide with Z, and then it can be extended like this, and you can see that they intersect each other in one point. Okay, so these are known as intersecting lines. These are non-parallel lines. These are the intersecting lines. We cannot say these lines are parallel to each other. Now let us see what do we mean by transversal. In the adjoining figure, line L intersects line M and line N in two distinct points. Line L is a transversal of line M and line N. Okay, we can see these two lines, line M and line N. They are not parallel. They can be intersecting lines because they will intersect at certain point, but it is not necessary these two lines should be parallel or non-parallel. But what do we mean by intersecting line or transversal? Transversal is a line which intersect these two lines into two different points. We can see that this line intersect line M in point A. Line L intersect line N in point B. So two distinct points means two different points. Line L is intersecting line M and line N in two different points, point A and point B, and that's why line L is called transversal of line M and line N. So if a line intersect given two lines in two distinct points, then that line is called a transversal of those two lines. Now let us see angles made by transversal. So when one line intersect two lines into two different points, there are formation of angles. We can see here various angles are formed. So let us see how many angles can be formed when a line intersect two lines into two different points. That means what? When one line is transversal of two lines, how many angles can be formed? Let us see. Here I have drawn line M and line N, and line L is the transversal. Okay, so I write here line L is a transversal of line M and line N. So it is a transversal of line M and line N. So we can see various angles are formed here. First angle, we will see all the angles of right hand side first, then we will see the angles of left hand side. So right hand side angles. First angle I can see here at the top, this angle is angle PAR. Okay, so first angle, name of first angle is angle PAR. Okay, now second angle, which is exactly below of this angle. Okay, in this way, this angle is the second angle. How to name this angle? Angle RAB. Okay, so second angle is angle RAB. So these two angles are angles made by transversal L and line M. Intersection of line L and line M, we get these two angles, PAR and RAB. Now let us see two more angles on the right hand side. See this angle again. In this way, the third angle is there, angle ABT. Can we see here? This point is point A, this is B, and this is T. So third angle we get angle. We have to put the symbol of angle like this. Angle ABT. And then downside there is one more angle. What is the name of this angle? TBV. Fourth angle is angle TBV. In this way we have written name of four angles formed due to line M, line N and transversal L, which are on the right hand side of transversal L. Now let us see the angles on the left hand side of transversal L. First we will see these two angles made by line M and line L. See the top angle, angle PAQ, correct? So first angle is angle PAQ. Now exactly adjacent angle to this, which is on the downside. So name of this angle is angle QAB. Second angle on the left hand side is angle QAB. Now let us see the angles made by line N and line L. Upside of this line N, this angle is there. What is the name of this angle? If you start from this point A, B and S. So third angle is angle ABS, and downside it will be angle SB and V. So it is angle SBV. In this way, due to these two lines and their one transversal, we get four angles on the right hand side, four angles on the left hand side. So total there are 8 angles. Now let us see how these angles are formed in pairs and what these pairs are known as. Now let us first see the pairs of corresponding angles. What is given here? If the arms on the transversal of a pair of angles are in the same direction and the other arms are on the same side of the transversal, then it is called pair of corresponding angles. So let me explain to you. We all know every angle has two arms. For example, if you consider this angle AMQ, I am drawing here angle AMQ, this is angle AMQ. Two arms of this angle AMQ is arm AM and arm MQ. That means side AM and side MQ. Okay, so these two arms are there in each and every angle. If you consider this angle which is downside, angle QMN, two arms are arm MN and arm MQ. So for corresponding angles, what we have to see? We have to see that the arms on the transversal of the pair of angles are in the same direction. It can be in the upward direction or in the downward direction. Okay, and then the other arms are on the same side of the transversal. So let me show you in my figure. If we want to write down the pairs of corresponding angles, then we have to check that the arms on the transversal of the pair are in the same direction. For example, this arm AM of triangle of angle AMQ is in the upward direction. Similarly, arm NM is in the upward direction. Okay, so in this angle, okay, I will be showing you these two angles by my sketch pen, angle AMQ and angle MNS. These two arms, arm AM and arm NM, are in the upward direction, and arm MQ and arm NS are on the right hand side of the transversal. Okay, so one arm should be in the same direction and other arm should be on the same side of the transversal. So here we can see that in angle AMQ and angle MNS, their two arms are in the upward direction and two arms are in the right hand side of the transversal. That means what? One arm is in the upward direction and one arms are on the right hand side of the transversal. Okay, see these two angles properly. AM is in the upward direction, NM is in the upward direction, MQ is on the right hand side of the transversal, NS is on the right hand side of the transversal, and that's why these two angles are the pair of corresponding angles. Which is the pair of corresponding angle? First pair we are getting angle AMQ and angle MNS. So in this way, first pair we have got, which is in the upward direction of the transversal and on the right hand side of the transversal. Now let us see downward direction of the transversal and the right hand side of the transversal. It was on the upward direction and right hand side. Right side I will be writing. Now we will see downward direction and right hand side. So downward direction and right hand side. Which two angles we can see here? See. This is downward direction and right hand side. Downward direction and right hand side. Okay. So name of this angle is QMN. Second pair. QMN. And name of this angle is SNT. Angle SNT. These two angles are in the downward direction and right side of the transversal. Similarly, we will observe the angles which are on the left side of the transversal, upward direction and downward direction. So let us observe this. First we will observe the upward direction, left hand side. Upward direction, left hand side. Upward direction, left hand side. In this way we have to observe our angles. So third pair of corresponding angles are upward direction, left hand side. What is the name of this angle? AMP. Angle AMP. And again next angle, upward direction, left hand side, angle MNR. So these two angles are upward and left side. Now we have to see the angles which are in the downward direction and left side. So let us observe. Downward direction, left side. Downward direction, left side. So what is the name of this angle which is on the downward direction and left side? See, angle PMN. You have to write these points. Okay, you have to observe these points. Point P, point M and point N. So fourth pair is angle PMN and angle RNT. So in this way, these two angles are on the downward direction of the transversal and they are on the left hand side. So in this way you have to remember the pairs of corresponding angles: upward direction of the transversal and right hand side, downward direction of the transversal and right hand side, upward direction of the transversal and left hand side, downward direction of the transversal and left hand side. In this way we have got 4 pairs of corresponding angles. So when there are 2 lines and there one transversal is there, we get 4 pairs of corresponding angles. Now let us see interior angles. Interior angles are inside of 2 lines. Okay, let us see. A pair of angles which are on the same side of the transversal and inside the given line. They should be inside these two given lines. Okay, and they should be on the same side of the transversal. So inside we should not see this upside and we should not see downside. We should see only inside of these two lines, and they should be on the same side of the transversal. So first pair we can see here. This is first angle QMN, and this is the second angle MNS. So we will be writing the name. First angle is angle QMN. We have to put the symbol of angle and angle MNS. They are inside these two lines and on the same side of the transversal, on the right hand side of the transversal. Now let us observe the interior angles which are on the left hand side of the transversal. Which are these two angles? This is the one angle and this is the other angle. Okay, so names we will be writing by using the points. Point P, M, N. So second is angle P, M, N and point M, N, R. M, N, R. So in this way we can write interior angle. That means they are inside and on the same side or on right side. And then inside and left side. So in this way, if you remember, you will be able to recognize the interior angles inside and on the right side of the transversal, inside of these two lines and on the left hand side of the transversal. So in this way, there are only two pairs of interior angles. Now let us see alternate angles. There are two types of alternate angles: interior alternate angles and exterior alternate angles. So interior means they are inside of these two lines and alternate means they are in the opposite direction of each other. So for example, first pair I can draw inside this is inside the two lines and on the right hand side of the transversal. Similarly, inside the two lines and on the left hand side of the transversal, but they should be in the opposite direction and opposite to each other. So it will be the first pair. First pair of interior angle is angle QMN and angle RNM. We can write angle RNM or MNR, one and the same thing. What is the definition given in the textbook? Definition is pairs of angles which are on the opposite side of transversal and their arms on the opposite direction is called pair of alternate angles. Their arms should be also in the opposite direction and they are on the opposite side of the transversal. So first pair we have written QMN and RNM. So this is the first pair. We can draw like this. This is the first pair. Now let us see the second pair. Second pair can be drawn like this. In this way we can draw the second pair. So in the second pair, it is on the one arm is on the right hand side in the upward direction of the transversal, then one arm on the left hand side and downward side of the transversal. Upward side, right side, downward side, left side. Both are opposite. Okay, so in this way we can write the second pair of interior alternate angles. So the name are M and here the point name is not written S. M and S and angle NMP. So these are the two pairs of interior alternate angles. Now let us see what do we mean by exterior alternate angles. So in exterior alternate angles, they are on the exterior sides of the lines. They are not interior, they are not inside, they are outside. But they are in the opposite direction of the transversal and on the opposite arm of these two lines. That means what? If we take this angle AMQ, this is in the upward direction and on the right hand side. Similarly, if you take this angle, this is in the downward direction and left hand side. Okay, upward direction, right hand side, downward direction, left hand side. What is the name of this two pair of this angle? First pair is angle AMQ and angle RNT. Now let us see next pair. Upward direction of the transversal, left hand side of the transversal, downward direction of the transversal, right hand side of the transversal. What are the names? Names are AMP and angle SNT. So in this way we get 4 pairs of alternate angles, 2 pairs of interior alternate angles and 2 pairs of exterior alternate angles. So all these types of pairs of angles you have to keep in your mind for getting or solving the sums from practice sets. Now let's start practice set 2.1. So first question from practice set 2.1 is, in the adjoining figure, each angle is shown by a letter. Now instead of 3 points, here the angle is given by the letters P, Q, R, S, W, X, Y, Z. In this way the letters are shown. We have to fill in the boxes with the help of figure. First we have to write corresponding angles pair. So we all know corresponding angles are in the same direction of the transversal. That means one arm should be in the same direction and the other arm should be on the same side of the transversal. So if one arm is on the upward direction and second arm is on the right hand side of the first angle, second angle should have also one arm in the upward direction and second arm should be on the right hand side. Let us observe. First angle we have given angle P. Its corresponding angle we have to write. First observe the angle P. Angle P is here. That means one arm is on the upward direction and second arm is on the left hand side, not right hand side. One arm is in the upward direction and second arm is on the left hand side. So we have to write its corresponding angle whose one arm should be in the left hand is in the upward direction and other arm should be on the left hand side. So angle is angle W. So here we have to write the answer angle W. Now let us observe next angle, angle Q. In angle Q we can observe that one arm is in the upward direction, other arm is in the right hand side. So same angle which is having one arm in the upward direction, other arm in the right hand side is angle X from the next line. So it is angle X. Now next we have to observe angle R. In angle R, one arm is in the downward direction, other arm is in the right hand side. So angle which is having one arm in the downward direction and one arm is in the right hand side is angle Y. So corresponding angle of angle R is angle Y. Now let us observe angles X. Angle S is having one arm in the downward direction, other arm in the left hand side. So the next angle which is having one arm in the downward direction and other arm is in the left hand side is angle Z. So in this way we have to observe these angles regarding this transversal line and these two lines. Now let us find out interior alternate angles. Angle should be interior also and alternate also. So angle S is here. This is angle S. So it's interior alternate angle means it should be interior but it should be opposite. So this is angle X. Then angle W. Here it is angle W. Its interior opposite angle is angle R. So W and R are interior alternate angles. In this way you can complete your first question. Now let us see, let us observe second question. In second question the figure is given in this way. If you want you can turn around your page like this. Page can be turned around like this and then you can observe the figure. So you will get to know about the direction and the side of the transversal. Upward direction right hand side, downward direction right hand side, upward direction left hand side, downward direction left hand side. In this way we can observe and we can write the names. Okay, so first we have to write interior alternate angles. Again the angles are shown by the names only. If you write the names to these lines as line M and line N, transversal line is line L, and then we can observe the angles and we can write the names. First observe interior alternate angles. We all know interior alternate angles are inside but they should be in the opposite direction. So we can see this angle C and angle E. They are inside these two lines but they are in the opposite direction. So we can write first pair as angle C and angle E. Second pair we can write angle B and angle H. Okay, again they are opposite but they are inside these two lines. So second pair is angle B and angle H. Okay, so in this way we have written interior alternate angles. Second we have to write corresponding angles. While writing corresponding angles we have to be very careful. Corresponding angles mean on the same direction, on the same side. So let us observe carefully. First, G is upward direction, right hand side. So C is also upward direction and right hand side. Okay, G is on the upward direction of transversal L and it is on the right hand side. Okay, if you observe like this, G is in the upward direction and right hand side of the transversal. So C is also in the upward direction and right hand side of the transversal. So let us write G and H. First pair is angle G and angle H. Now let us observe the second pair. Again we will write for the downward direction and right hand side, downward direction and right hand side. If you observe like this, downward direction, right hand side, downward direction, right hand side. So the names of angles are H and D. So second pair is here we have to write angle G and angle C, not H. I have written by mistake. This should be angle C. G and C. Okay. Now H and D. Angle H and angle D. Now observe on the next direction. Upward direction Upward direction, left hand side, this is angle F. Upward direction, left hand side, this is angle B. F and B. So third pair is angle F and angle B. We know there are 4 pairs of corresponding angles. So fourth pair will be downward direction, left hand side, downward direction, left hand side. What are these names? Name E and A. So angle E and angle A. So in this way 4 pairs of corresponding angles are written. Now we have to write down interior angles. Interior angles we all know, they should be inside these 2 lines and they should be in the same direction. Okay, so if it is not possible to observe in this diagram, we will observe in the diagram of our textbook. They should be inside these 2 lines. Okay, inside these 2 lines, and they should be in the same direction. So inside these 2 lines are H and C. They are in the same direction also and inside also. So H and C is the first pair. Then B and E is the second pair, because they are also inside these 2 lines and they are in the same direction. So we will be writing the names of these 2 pairs, H and C, angle H and angle C. Second pair is angle B and angle E. They are interior alternate, they are only interior angles. Okay, no alternate angles, they are only interior angles. We have to write H and C, B and E. So in this way you can observe the diagram carefully and you can write the names of angles. We have solved both the sums from practice set 2.1.
Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.